Hello everyone, getting set up to play some Space Cadet Pinball today. Let's see, I am double checking that I am live on my phone, making sure it looks okay. Hello everyone, I am gonna play some Space Cadet Pinball. I did this before I left and haven't had the chance to get back to it since I got back from my ocean expedition. And I posted a quick video about Space Cadet Pinball and got a decent amount of views, so I figured today was the perfect day to bring this back. Let me know how the audio sounds as I am getting that dialed in. And got the great music going here. Alright. Sounds good? Awesome. Thank you. Of course, I just got an update to install on my software. We're gonna do that later. Alright, let's play some Space Cadet Pinball here. Thank you, saying the voice sounds good. Awesome. Obviously, I'm distracted here. Alright, let me get this set up on my screen. There we go. I am also playing in a pinball tournament tonight, so we'll just treat this as practice for getting ready for the tournament. I still wish that there was an actual pinball machine that was made and modeled after this, but you know, we'll settle for the emulator that someone made so we can just still relive these wonderful days. So I don't know if anyone else remembers some of the rules of this, but you can start missions up on that like side ramp thing which is flashing at me. You want to light all those top lanes to upgrade your bumpers. Oh, didn't want that. The thing up the top right with the spinner is a great thing to hit. You can advance that. If you get far enough, you can create a gravity well in the middle of the machine, and it'll actually like attract the ball to there. And if you want to play this, I found the way to download it through PC Mag. They had a article if you want to relive the glory days of Space Cadet Pinball. This is how you can do that. Thank you to the person who created this so we can relive these glory days. My high score up there was from before I left, so I have not played in a few months. We'll see if I can get back to that point. While I was away on the ocean expedition, I did play a bit of virtual pinball. Sadly, no Space Cadet. I'm not aware of that for Nintendo Switch, which is what I had on the ship. But I did play some old Williams and Stern games. So I'm probably more warmed up on virtual pinball than I am on actual pinball. Like I said, I have a pinball tournament later tonight at Game Preserve in Houston. Yeah, we're getting all of those upgrades on that ramp. Alright, let's start a new game here. Alright, starting fresh. Like I said, my high score from playing on stream is that 3.7 million at the top. But I definitely know when I was a kid I got much higher than that, if only I could remember. I'm curious if I've gotten better at this now that I've actually been playing real pinball competitively, and I'll never know since I don't know how I used to do back then. But based on all the comments on the recent post I had of everyone playing this, I feel like all of us dialed in those perfect shots when we were playing this on our parents' computers when we were kids. Aw, right out the alley. I need to learn better how to nudge this machine virtually. Like, I know they have buttons to be able to do it, but I've never really tried that. Hello to people in chat. Thanks for joining. Let me know if you remember playing this game, and if so, if you remember any sort of what your high score was. Like I said, I do not remember from when I was a kid, so we're just going in blind. And let me know if you have any good strategies I should be following, because like I said, I'm trying to remember as we go. I need to see if I can apply some of my regular pinball abilities or skills. Doing a dead bounce, let's see, look at that. Perfect. No idea what your high score was, but played it all the time. Yeah, same here. I played it with my dad a bunch too, who really loved this game and actual pinball as well. Skill shot, dead bounce over the right flipper. Gotta see if I can dial in that shot to that ramp on the side. Woo! You played with your dad and you hated for waiting for web pages to load. This is a good option then. You don't have to wait for those web pages. I also played those, you know, amazing Disney Channel JavaScript games or whatever, you know, the epitome of fantastic video games right there. But you had to wait for those web pages to load for a while. It's like the Lilo and Stitch Sandwich Stacker and Avatar The Last Airbender Penguin Racer, that sort of thing. Alright, let's get a new game going. Yes, exactly, Lilo and Stitch, for sure. That was a classic. That was... everyone played that on the school computers all the time. I'm trying to think if there were any others. There's of course like the Neopets, oh man. JavaScript games and things like that too. Whack-A-Cass and Hasty Bounce, that sort of thing. I always got like all the video game different things, Game Boy, PlayStation, whatever, like years after they had come out, so I was always behind and playing these type of games instead. That and all of the amazing educational games that were out there. Math Blaster. I guess Putt-Putt I don't think was necessarily educational, but like the Freddy Fish, those sort of things. This takes you back. Are you a avid Space Cadet player too? Like I said, if you want to try this yourself, I got this based on a PC Mag article that was published, where they shared where you can download this from. I saw people commenting on, I posted a photo set, like, video thing, that shared this. People were saying you could also get this in the App Store on Android and iOS, so I have to look that up, because I would definitely keep this on my phone for playing when you're waiting in a waiting room, that sort of thing. Yes, Math Blaster is the best. Did you all play this with the music on too? Because I feel like as a kid I did not, and whenever I stream it I like to keep the music on just to keep the sound going in the background, but I like have no memory of this being part of the game. It must have been, and my like parents just got annoyed by the music, so I always played it with the music off. I also very much want someone to make an actual real pinball version of this, even if it's not exactly the same, because I've heard it's not possible to make this exactly in real life. So, okay, you like the music your dad had off. Maybe my dad also did that without me knowing. Ah, dang it. Alright, let's see if we can get an actual good game going here. Geometry game for DOS. Yeah, I don't remember that. My favorite quests in this game. What are they called? I always like I will say, I always liked shooting the thing up on the right side with opens up the wormholes. But all the missions, hitting the drop targets, I think is the one that I like. I don't remember, like, the names of the modes, though. Oh, no. What was your favorite quest in it? And I said, I don't remember, like, all the names of the different quests. I got re-entry training passed. Incredible. Mission completed. Let's get another one. Mission accepted. I need 3 launches for this one. Ocean Expedition was great. I am finally, I slept for a week and now getting reacclimated back to society. I didn't like the launches, yeah, fair. Yeah, it's been kind of just getting back into the swing of things, and like a normal work cycle has been interesting. Because I was working for 12 hours a day for 7 days a week for 2 months, so kind of like getting back into the groove with like weekends and relaxation time and things. But I think I'm there, and I'm getting back into some pinball games and seeing everyone that I missed while I was gone. Yes, oh, dang it. Yeah, re-entry was a good one for sure. Alright, ball 3. Let's at least get over 1 million here. I can do that, right? There we go. Gotta get back to my high score of 3.7. That was after I had been streaming for a bit though and got into the groove. Slow ball there. And yeah, I've even been getting back into the swing of my pinball skills, because playing in person definitely kind of lost a bit while I've been gone, especially consistency. My first pinball tournament, I got like second to last when I came back, but I was still pretty exhausted. And then this past weekend, I got middle of the pack, so I was a 20th out of 41 at Gandalf's Arcade this past weekend. And then going to another one tonight. Should be a good little small group. I also brought back a pinball tournament trophy from my time out there. One of the local pinball players messaged me while I was out there and said, hey, can you make us a trophy from out at sea? Because that would be a ton of fun. And so I don't know if you've seen, you can take like full-size styrofoam cups and shrink them down to like taking all of the air out of it. And if you draw art on it, it's fun because your art you can shrink too. And so I did that for a pinball trophy and wrote like the name of the arcade and first place. And now, so it's the perpetual trophy, so everyone who wins takes a picture with this tiny cup now. So last week was the first winner of the tiny cup, and we'll see who can get it tonight too. It's a weekly tournament, so it's fun to have that piece of the Ocean Expedition become a part of the local pinball community as well. Yes, the Styrofoam cup is super fun. I also made some gifts for my family and things like that, so I have to give them to them when I see them next, and then just some mementos. When I was out at sea, I gave a bunch of tours to a ton of schools. We did 75 different tours while we were out there, and I wrote the names of all the schools on one of the cups and shrunk it down, so it could be a little demo during the tours, so that was super fun too. Everyone could see the name of their school shrunk down to size. we go. Got one hyperspace bonus. Got 2 launches left here, this mission. Just finished Underworld by Susan Casey. Really liked it. Very nice. I don't think I know that one, book-wise. Hello to everyone who's joining in. We're playing Space Cadet, the iconic virtual pinball. I think probably the most famous virtual pinball from, I think it was Windows 95 and Windows XP had it, and then they got rid of it after the fact. I found out this is actually based on like another virtual pinball game that was made previously before Windows, and Windows like bought the rights to this one specific table, which is the one that became famous and everyone knows, but there were a number of other tables as well. But never played those. This is the one that became iconic and that everyone now has all the nostalgia associated with. Thanks for the follow, and thanks for joining, everyone. I've also been taking some pinball repair classes, so that's what I was doing yesterday night with my husband. So the same arcade I'm going to for a tournament tonight. I was at a pinball tournament last night, or a pinball repair class last night, so maybe one day I'll be able to learn enough about pinball machines to make my own, and I don't know, I feel like making a homebrew pinball machine of this would be a very fun, noble cause if someone hasn't done that already. I need one more launch. Oh, right out the outline. Thanks, Melody, for sharing the live. You know, just a good way to start the day, streaming some pinball. Gotta get to that launch ramp to accept my mission. There we go. Mission accepted. Alright, we just need bumper hits this time. See if we can get it up top. Whoop. Launch, yes. Got an upgraded engine. Apparently I can hit this shot really well. Ooh, I tilted! I was trying to shake the machine once and I paid the price for it. Maybe I won't do that again. Yes, building a pinball machine seems very hard. I have learned so much of what goes into them. They do sell like homebrew pinball machine construction kits, which I think is probably where I would start if I was doing one, but especially the modern ones, it involves both mechanical aspects, electrical aspects, and like, you know, coding. So it's a lot of aspects to learn, even if you have kind of that starter kit. And then if you're going for old machines, these EMs have so many, electrical mechanical machines have so many wires and things that you have to learn. Also, I'll mention, now that I'm back, I'm excited to be able to make some more space-themed content. My past few months have been very ocean-themed. Well, I've been gone for the ocean expedition, and really want to get back to some more space stuff. Obviously, more pinball stuff as well. My Learning to Flip series. I'll be going to the Texas Pinball Festival in just a couple weeks, so excited to be able to share that with you all. If anyone's going, let me know. This will be my first ever Texas Pinball Festival. And I'll be entering both the classics and the women's tournaments while I'm there. And classics are those older electromechanical and some solid state machines, so it's like 50s, 60s, 70s machines primarily, which I do like a lot. There's some very cool pieces of history within pinball, the art, and all the different electronics that have been maintained all of this time in them. And they're also going to have a bunch of the newer pinball machines that have been recently announced. So they're going to have, I believe, Jaws and Princess Bride there, and any other new ones that get announced between now and the next few weeks. And I haven't learned too much about Jaws yet, but it looks like a pretty fun one. Jaws is the newest pinball machine from Stern. Alright, got one launch left. Right out. I did get a replay ball. Ended friendships back in the day? Did you do a lot of competitive Space Cadet pinball multiplayer? I mainly played it with my dad, so I can't say ended friendships. Destroyed families, maybe. Yeah, one more launch. So I need to get up that ramp one more time. Virtual Machine Builder? Yeah, there's a few different ones out there. Woohoo, passed that mission. But I have not done any of my virtual machine building myself. It's surprisingly complex, even in the virtual aspect. But I know that people have made their own versions of some classic machines, which is pretty cool. Also has a physics engineering test. Very cool. Maybe I'll have to stream building my own pinball machine at some point. And yes, there is men's and women's pinball. Well, before I left, my ranking dropped a bit while I was gone. I was in the top 150 women's pinball players in the world. The main reason for it is there have not been historically many women that played pinball, and it gave women's only tournaments a safe place for women to be able to learn, bring their daughters, things like that, in a less competitive environment to get more women interested in it. And now there's some incredible women players out there. This is an OG Sonic pinballer top flight. You know, there is Sega manufactured pinball machines back in the 90s. And so my favorite thing is Sonic makes an appearance in the weirdest games. So, for example, if you play Baywatch, the real pinball machine, Sonic surfs by on part of it, which I love. I don't think Sonic got his own pinball machine, but he got to be in a bunch of pinball machines. Yeah, Space Cadet is the best. You can modify sound effects and music? I guess that makes sense, like in the code of the computer. Or is there like an actual default way to be able to actually change the game sounds as well? I never did that. Yes, surprise Sonic. Just, you know, a chill. It was also on like black displays with like orange dot matrix displays, so it'd just be Sonic on a surfboard going by. I really like Sega machines. They were came after Data East was another pinball manufacturer around that time, which became then Sega machines. There's a Sonic homebrew. Oh, cool! At Texas Pinball Festival. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. You know, I haven't really played many homebrew machines. I love, though, at conventions when people do bring their own creations. I think there was one that someone made of Elf. Someone in our local community actually made a homebrew machine for their wedding. That was like them and their wife's journey. And they had it at their wedding. So I think they brought that to one convention at one point too. Woo! Moving quick. Fine, you'll stay and watch. Thank you very much. I said this earlier, but if you do want to try playing this again yourself, look up, there's a great PC Mag article on where you can download this emulator from. And from what I can tell, when people were posting on one of my most recent posts, you can apparently download this on iOS and Android as well in some capacity. I think it's not super official, but, you know, you can still grab it on your phone. Alright, I need some bumper hits. So I gotta get it up top. See if I can do that. Oh no! Woo! Got it. Need 2 more? Come on! There we go. Yeah, this is super millennial vibes for sure. I don't know, does it bridge to Gen Z at all? But when did this stop being on Windows computers? But Space Cadet always brings you back. Good. I know. I love it too. It's just such a fun game. Thanks for the follow, and thanks for watching. Yeah, let's see if I can actually get anything going here. I get constantly distracted by the chat, so maybe I'm not playing my prime Space Cadet skills, but that's okay. Yeah, brings back some memories for sure. When I found out that I could get this, I got very excited. I was just like, well, I know exactly what I'm doing on live stream now for sure, and it's 90% of the time going to be playing this game. It has such good sounds too. It's just the combo of just like video game / pinball sound. They did a very good job with it. All right, ship refueled. I gotta hit targets to select my mission, and then I can go now up onto the ramp to accept it. Let's see if I can get the ball calmed down to be able to do that. Ah. There we go. Mission accepted. Alright, I've got to get some re-entries, which I believe is going down the bottom of that ramp on the left. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Alright. Yeah. Alright, I need to now get another mission going. There we go. Next mission accepted. Oh, right out. Dang it. So many DIYers. Any brilliant player that made a full-size playable version? You know, I don't think so. I think there's, at least not the ones that I've seen. I want to keep an eye out at some of the pinball conventions, though, because I feel like someone has to have created this at some point. And if not, I guess this needs to be my ultimate goal in learning to repair pinball machines, is to be able to do that. Like I said, I took my second pinball repair class yesterday, so I'm on the path, but I might need a little time to be able to learn all of the pinball construction skills. Space Cadet's what you remember most, yeah. It just sticks in your brain. Something about the sound, and they just did such a good job with it. Woohoo! Launch training pass. Uh-oh. There. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I hope to be making a lot more pinball content coming up soon. I'm now back in the swing of it, going to some tournaments, and I definitely will be making a bunch at the Texas Pinball Festival, showing off some of the new machines. Yeah, even a tabletop version, yes, that would be super cool. And showing off some of the tournaments and some of the great players. There's a lot of very cool, I don't know, I guess I'd call them pinball celebrities that'll be there too. If you're not familiar. Oh, I got on my high scoreboard. I don't know if that's popping up for you all, but I'm currently number 3 on my personal high scoreboard. I'll take that. Woohoo! Didn't beat that number 1, but hey, look at that. 3,160,500. Oh, there you go. Thanks for dropping the link. Yeah, like I said, I always recommend people go to GitHub because it has all the instructions on how to download it if you're not particularly familiar with how to download files off of GitHub and things like that. But yes, you can play along at home as well. Blasted you back to elementary school. Nice. Was this always playing this on elementary school computers, or was this a home computer thing? I feel like my headphones even kind of look like just play on browser. Ah, very nice. Yeah, I downloaded it because I have to do that to be able to stream it more easily. But yes, you can play on browser, you're right. I say my headphones, I feel like they look a bit like the elementary school giant chunky headphones that you'd have in the computer lab, so I'm really trying to embody the full vibe there. Which these are also the headphones I wear when I actually play like pinball in tournaments. Oh, awesome! Yeah, your high score is 7.3 million. I love it. I keep asking people their high scores, and most people don't remember. So, tap passes on this virtual, not very good. I tried to move it once, and I immediately tilted it. In real life, okay. I'm still learning some of those skills. I'd say live and drop catches I'm better at. Learning the alley pass and tap passes still a bit on some of the older machines, but I need to get better at it because I mentioned I'm going to be in the Classics tournament at the Texas Pinball Festival, and I feel like those are essential skills, especially when you're competing against some of the best in older machine players. How can you get this game on new computers? So someone dropped a link up above. There's a PC Mag article of how you can get it. Someone created like an emulator you can download. It's also available on browser. And like I said, I made like a post about this game last, if you look at my page. And people have been commenting that you can get it in the app stores on iOS and Android. So you should be able to play it on your phone as well as on the computer. Oh no, oh, it's my fault. School computers is where you played it. Yes, I absolutely played Math Blaster. I loved Math Blaster. I grew up a PBS kid, an educational video game kid for sure. So played that, played Jumpstart, Reader Rabbit, all of those type of games. I did hear Eurekaites now offers pinball. I have not been to it yet. I don't live on that exact part of town, but I'm so excited to go because I want to make it my mission to go to all the places in Houston that have like pinball tournaments at them. Oh, thank you so much for, what is it? Game controller. Ooh, fancy. I love the animation for that. Old retro game. Fantastic. I appreciate it. So I really want to get over to Eureka because it has some cool new games and some older games. Have to go at work. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. So yes, I did hear. I'm going to try to get down there. It's not like the most convenient, but I want to make it out to Einstein's as well as the Eureka Brewing. Wish I could go to TPF. Yes, I have my first time going. I'm super excited to be able to make it over there. I've gone to the Houston Arcade Expo a couple times, but I know that's a very, very different type of show, pinball show than there is. It's much more of a party, and the Texas Pinball Festival is a bit more of like an industry one, so looking forward to that. Played this game so much, Ross? Yeah, I know, same here. I'm sure, like, 8-year-old me was much better at this than I am now at 29-year-old me, but maybe I'll get to my former glory one day. Secured an Airbnb for Golden State, very nice. I'm debating going to Chicago Pinball Expo this year, which is, like, if you're not aware, the big pinball festival, and it's, I think, the 40th anniversary this year, so that would be, like, it's gonna be a really big event, but... oh yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for the nostalgia, give you a follow, appreciate it. Yeah, thank you to everyone who's tuning in and finding me for the first time. Looks like we got like 88 people right now, appreciate it. So thank you for tuning in. Let's see if I can actually do well now that we have a bunch of people here. Like I said, I got my like third highest high score a minute ago, but now I have to keep it going. Milwaukee's Midwest. Nice. Yeah, there's honestly so many good arcades around the country. Whenever I travel for work, I always look up the local arcades, seeing if there's any local tournaments happening. To be able to, like you get to meet some really cool people that way and play some cool pinball. When I was traveling to Nashville for something last year, I played and honestly did one of the best I've ever done in a tournament there. So now everyone there thinks I'm an incredible pinball player. I am currently playing this on an emulator that I downloaded, but you can also play it on browser. And I believe on iOS and Android, it's not like an official version. People have made the unofficial Space Cadets that you can download and relive the glory days of Space Cadet Pinball. I have not played Pulp Fiction yet. I'm hoping to at Texas Pinball Festival for the first time. It looks super fun because I love that like old feeling game. And with plus the new technology and things like that, really looking forward to testing that one out. And I love that they picked that as kind of the design style for Pulp Fiction. It just feels appropriate. If you're not familiar, it's one of the newer released games and that's shipping. It looks like a pretty fun one. Can you play Solitaire? We're sticking with Pinball for now. I don't know if Solitaire is going to have the same action-packed that Space Cadet is going to have. Flippers feel amazing? Okay, very good. That's always a good sign, a good starting point. High score is like 67 million. Whew! Maybe I'll get back to that one day. I'm still like learning all of the shots again. I feel like the key to doing like incredible at this game was just learning exactly when on the flipper to hit your shots, to hit exactly what you wanted to. 77 million? Whew! Yeah, like I said, I think all of us as children were so much better than what I am now. Oh, music took you back. I know, that's why I had to get the music going too. I don't think I even had the music on that much when I was a kid because I think my parents must have gotten annoyed with it and turned it off. But I like it now. And it goes so well with all the sounds. I'm big into space, so I love all of the space theme games in real life as well as... that was my fault. As well as the virtual ones. Yeah, do we have anyone else who remembers their high scores? I know we've gotten, I think, so far people have said 67 million, 77 million, and 7 million were everyone's high scores. Oh yeah, the skill shot for this, it is going like partially up, not plunging all the way. 7.8, nice. 5 million. I'll try to do the skill shot on the next ball. Yeah, music was always off on the game for me too. Yeah, I didn't know it came with music either. The only reason I figured it out is because when I was setting up the stream, I was like adjusting the audio settings for it. And yeah, it had music there and I was like, okay, I'll keep this as the background for my stream music. Yeah, concentration level was peak back then. I would say my concentration level is definitely not as good while trying to read chat and stream, but you know, maybe I'll acquire that skill. Alright, it says I need some attack bumper hits, so I need to get that up top and hit those bumpers. But I'll always take a shot up the ramp. 1.6 million, nice. Yeah, I think that you can look on... At one point I looked on YouTube at one of like the world record high scores, and people have definitely gotten, I believe, in the 100 millions or something. They got like some jackpot. I'm wondering if like Windows 95 didn't have music and Windows XP did or something like that, because I don't have that memory either. Either that or all of our parents just tricked us and turned it off. Last high score was 45. Nice. That's pretty good. Yeah, so many hours on this game for sure. Alright, maybe I need to put a poll up of like, did you have music when you played this game. We have to figure out what the percentage is. There is a version of the game with better graphics. Interestingly, was it default installed on computers, or was that like you had to go seek out the version that was better? Oh, that was weird. Looked like it ball went through my flipper. Well, the ball got stuck in a loop and kept racking up points and you doing nothing. You know, that's funny. That's like an actual pinball machine too. Sometimes you'll just like get the ball stuck in one part of it and you have to get someone to get it unstuck and it'll just give you infinite points. It's funny that can happen in a virtual version too. Where did I find this? So I just at one point wanted to play it again, so I was like, is this even possible? If you look it up, PC Mag has a good article on how to install it on your computer. There's also a browser version. Someone put the link back in the chat a little bit ago, but if you look it up, there's a browser version, there's a downloadable version that people have just made and put on GitHub that you're able to get, and then I've heard some people have been saying that you can also get it on in the app stores for Android and iOS as well. Yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. If you're new here, I am a competitive pinball player in addition to playing Space Cadet Pinball and Science Communicator. So as you see at the top, I just got back from an ocean expedition for 2 months out in the North Atlantic and Mediterranean. We were doing geology research. And before that, I worked at NASA. So I worked at NASA for 4 years as a science communicator for the International Space Station. So my life is a combination of science, space, and pinball, which I cannot complain about. I think that's a pretty good combo. And so hoping to make some more content now that I'm back. When I was on the ship, it was kind of hard to be able to post on TikTok, but my husband helped me with posting a few videos from while at sea. And I posted more on Instagram and things while I'm out there. So if you want to see a lot of the stuff from the expedition, I have an ocean expedition a playlist, as well as a learning to flip playlist about my process of learning to play pinball. I have never been to Antarctica. No, that is a bucket list item though. I very much want to. Yeah, I definitely want to hit like all of the science expedition milestones. Yeah, like I said, I need to be able to shake off the rust though from being gone on the expedition for 2 months. I hadn't played pinball for a little while, so I'm getting back in the swing of things. Yeah, I don't know what is the age group that like played this, because I very much think of it as like a millennial thing, but I don't know based on like when it stopped being added on Windows computers. What is the age group that the cutoff for people who play this all the time? I'm 39 and we're playing all the time. Okay, we got a range. I'm 29, so I feel we got a 10-year range there. Gen X played it a lot too. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted reading the chat on the side. Not playing my peak here. 30, 32, 27. Okay. So we've got 27 to 38 so far. 24. Okay, honestly, this is a pretty big range. I guess it depends on how young you were when you were playing it. I see a 20. Okay. That's a pretty good range for this one video game to have an impact on. And people talk about, oh, you know, trying to get the staying power of all these modern games. Well, you should have just apparently made pinball the default installed on computers and everyone would love it and play it. Yes, the AOL Space Cadet pairing, dial-up, very good. Yeah, someone else earlier said that they played this with their dad all the time because their dad hated waiting for web pages to load. So, you know, you had, of course, the classic Math Blaster and then Lilo and Stitch Sandwich Stacker on Disney Channel, and Space Cadet Pinball, all of the best ones. Spider Solitaire, that is also very true. And so there were also a lot of like real space pinball games. I wonder if any of them got like a hype bump from everyone loving this and wanted to go actually play in arcades too. Your mom would be 66 and played it all the time. Man, okay, every age group. And while I'm talking now, I have an extra ball available. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably won't be able to get it. Let's see. Of course, missed it, but... Oh no! Ugh. Saved it. Very nice. Santa bowling game? Vaguely, I remember that. I have never played StarCraft, no. I know a lot about it, but never have. Backyard sports, yes, absolutely. I played backyard soccer and baseball most. That was definitely a good one. You know, I've actually debated for a long time doing just starting a Twitch stream that's all just playing old 90s games, especially like the PC educational games. So maybe if this gets popular enough at some point, I'm just going to become now a educational / 90s video game streamer. We'll see. Because they have all of the putt-putt and like Freddy Fish games and things like that that are all available on Steam now too. There we go. Nice. Okay, we got Gravity Well, which is very difficult because it starts to pull the ball towards the center of the machine. We'll see what happens here. There we go. Gravity normalized. Alright, I've got potential to beat my high score here. I don't want to jinx anything, but... So I don't personally have a Twitch. I stream pinball commentary for Wormhole Pinball a lot. So very appropriate as I get a wormhole as I say that. Wormhole Pinball is one of our local Houston arcade places where there's a lot of tournaments. And so I do a commentary for them, and we'll be doing some at the Texas Pinball Festival. So I'll be helping stream with Jamie Burchell the finals of the Texas Pinball Festival Wizards tournament. So really excited for that. And then I also, for CBS Mission Unstoppable, which is a Women in STEM Twitch channel, I've had a show called Eureka Hour where I interview other really cool scientists. So I've never had my own Twitch channel. I've just streamed for other people. Yeah, I started playing at Wormhole as my first ever competitive pinball tournament, so I got to know all those guys, and they reshare my Learning to Flip pinball series as well. And especially I stream a lot of the women's pinball tournaments to get some more attention on those. Is there a center post? You know, it does look like there's a center post, but I've never seen the ball get saved off of it, so I don't think there is. And yeah, my only live streaming I technically do really is mainly here on Twitch, and I've done some Q&As on Facebook. Also, I think we just reached the end of this soundtrack because it just restarted, which is kind of incredible. I've never had that happen before. And y'all, I beat my high score, and we're on ball 2, so how high am I going to get? I don't want to jinx anything, but wow! Y'all are helping power me through to apparently my best score ever. Wow. Yeah, mainly live streaming on TikTok, I should say, not Twitch. Keep it going. Thank you. Oh, well, of course, right when I say that, they go out. But I got one more ball. Let's see how it goes. Oh, and I had an extra ball. Incredible. So still on ball 2. First time here and locked in. Incredible. Thank you. 6 million. Here we go. I can't promise anything, but... I'll take whatever we can get at this point. This wasn't a memory you think would show up. Yeah, I know, this is one of those I feel like so many people forgot about, but it's definitely locked in their brain somewhere. Oh! Man, okay, ball 3. Get it together. Now I'm focusing too much rather than reading the chat. Apparently reading the chat is the way I get better at it. Yeah, either this or solitaire, right? The best. We had some Minesweeper in there too, and some Spider Solitaire as well. Just got it up in there. Right up into the ramp. Yes, in the ski game. Yeah, I love the sounds on this game. Yeah, thanks to everyone who's joining for the first time. I think this is the most people that have ever tuned in for Space Cadet Pinball time. So if you have any questions about pinball, my Ocean Expedition, space, happy to answer those too. And like I said, if you go onto my page and you want to see, I have a Learning to Flip playlist that's all pinball stuff, and an Ocean Expedition playlist of what I've been doing for the past 2 months out at sea. Yeah, thank you to everyone who's been following. It looks like I have about 46 new followers, and thank you for the gifts as well. Oh my gosh, appreciate it. I know, we gotta get the hype going for high score, right? I will look at who gave that gift when I can, but I really appreciate it. Ugh, so close! Ooh, magic hands. I don't know all of these pinball, TikTok live, like, animation things. So cool. Alright, come on. So close. Yes, 3D pinball on the computer is the best. Like I said, apparently there were some other tables other than this one, but this is the one that everyone knows because it was the default one rather than the pinball like software that you had to download. There we go. Yeah, thank you, Lexa, for the lightning hands. Alright, we're still safe. Yeah, different tables, right? I did not know that. So, like, this one was, I believe, bought by Microsoft, and they made it default on their computer, but it was, like, part of a game that had a bunch of other tables, too. So, I really want to see if I can find those other ones. I don't know if they've been preserved, because this is the one that everyone cared about preserving. But if there is, I want to go play those on stream, too. There we go. A pirate one. Oh, you had the whole set. Okay, yeah, what were some of the other ones, then? I think there was, I knew there was like an ocean kind of one. That must be the pirate one that you're talking about. No, I did not play Monsters Inc. pinball from the 2000s. The other virtual pinball I played a lot was, there was a Wii version of Williams Pinball. So Williams is one of the major pinball manufacturers, and I loved that. They had Funhouse and Taxi and things like that on that. And so you'd use like the nunchuck and your main controller to be able to play that. A collection by Pixar. That's cool. It's kind of interesting how there's been a lot of different virtual pinball over the years themed after stuff. Taxi, yes. They had one at the Houston Arcade Expo last year as part of the tournament. That's a fun one. God, Gravity Well again. Woohoo! What controls left and right flippers? It's a Z and question mark on my keyboard. Let's see if the Gravity Well's gonna suck the ball in here. 6 million, right? This is almost double my high score now. Gravity Well normalized. This is... I don't know what's happening on this incredible game here, y'all, but I'm gonna take it. Extra ball! I'm gonna keep this going. Wow. Oh yeah, and thanks for dropping the link for all the people who've been asking. So you can play this on your browser. You can download it as well. Big thanks to the person who preserved this and has it available for free on GitHub if you want to try playing it too. Yeah, this definitely does get addicting. Championship Pub. You know, it's funny, I just played that for the first time this past weekend. It's a very fun one. It has a lot of like cool moving parts and all these little boxing fights and things. It's a cool one. And then yeah, Star Trek TNG is a very good table as well. There's 3 Star Trek tables, right? Old Bally one, Star Trek Next Generation, which is like a wide machine, and then the more modern Stern. Of them, I definitely like Next Generation best. It has a very cool like laser gun that you can shoot the pinball out of. Thanks for all the follows. Thanks for joining, everyone. Here for the first time. Oh no! It's gonna go out, but I think I have an extra ball, so we're going for a world record? I don't think so. If you look on YouTube, I think people have gotten over 100 million before, but I very much will take my personal high score for sure. I don't think Data East made Star Trek, so I think Bally made the original Star Trek, and then I want to say it was Williams made Next Generation, and then Stern. I could be wrong though. For the person who says their favorite game, let me know. Alright, come on. They cheated on those world records? Oh no. Alright, we're still alive here. And thanks to everyone who shared the stream too. It's super fun to share the classics here. I hope to do more streams like this as well. Like I said, I want to. I have some of the Williams old games and Gottlieb's and things virtually on Switch and iPad. I just don't have them on my computer, but definitely want to do some streams with those coming up in the future as well. I think we should hit the end of the soundtrack again. Yeah, it just restarted. I mean, it's, you know, definitely not a looping type of song, but that pause that just happens once in a while. Whew. Got another mission accepted. Yeah, we've got 7 million so far. Oh, whew. Okay, Xenomorphs destroyed, y'all. Promotion to Lieutenant. Bye, thank you so much for tuning in and sharing the link. We're past 8 million. Whew. There's no perfect bonus life. Yeah, you know, I do shift them, but oh no! Okay, I still got an extra ball somehow. Yeah, sometimes I just lose track of it. I'm very good in person at shifting the in-lane lights and the bonus lights and things, but I was just losing tabs on it here. Oh, not 9 million yet. So close. Need a few more. Oh no, is that gonna be it? We got 9 million, y'all. Oh, woo! That is by far my high score. I'm gonna enter my name in. Let's see. Instead of putting error, I'm gonna put my initials that I put in regular pinball machines. We got EAW. Woo! Okay, so let's go enter it and change it on the screen. 9 million. was it? Let's see. 9,031,750. Let's change it. Incredible. Wow. All right, let me double check. We got 9,031,750. Woo! Wow. Okay, I don't know if I'm ever going to beat that. Wow. Well, thank you for being here to witness my high score. Type hidden test into your keyboard. You know, I wasn't sure if that would still work on this like emulator. I can try. I don't know. I don't think it might work in the emulator. I think that might have just been in the original, but no, totally a great game. In the zone. I will take it. Yes, I did play Spy Fox Pajama Sam. I said Freddy Fish and Putt Putt were more of the ones that I went for, but Road to 10 million. Oh gosh, that game took forever, didn't it? All right. I'll do another game here. This is just the cooldown round. There's no expectation, right? It's not going to be 10 million this time. We're just going for it and relax. We'll see how it goes. I need to take this energy into my tournament tonight, though. Just like casual, 9 million, no big deal. Can you post the link? Yeah, I'll before I get off, I will go pull the link that I got this from. Like I said, if you just Google Space Cadet PC Mag emulator, it should come up of where you can get this from, though. Yeah, thank you to everyone who tuned in for that whole game. I think we still have 75 people here, but I know we were like over 200 at some point, so that's pretty cool. Glad everyone got to see me actually be good at this. Oh, well, thank you so much for the paper crane. Appreciate that. I actually like love origami, so that's the perfect one to send. As a kid, middle school, like, see, that's how we are now. I got the good game out of the way. Now I can have a really bad game. I used to do origami all the time in middle school. It was like my thing. My favorite was to make little dragons. Yeah, I need to do the skill shot of just going up the 3 lights. I keep forgetting while I'm launching it now. Glad to see you pinballing live. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I want to find a way to do some live streaming of actual pinball machines on here too. I just... Now let's see if I can get less than 1 million points after getting 9 million. But no, I've really enjoyed doing pinball in person, even more than virtual, but it's super fun to be able to have Space Cadet to be able to stream. Alright. Come on, gotta get back into this again. Yes, it's such a great game, isn't it? Yes, best virtual pinball game. Like I said, it's my only competitor was, I used to love Wii's Williams Pinball, but no, this is the classic for sure. Ah, lost all my lights. Yeah, so apparently, like, there's something in this game that, like, can't be made in real life, and I don't know what that is, but I think people have tried. Either way, I want someone to make whatever the closest is. I don't think there's a multi-ball. I've never actually seen it before, if there is, and I just got really far in the game and there was no multi-ball, so I'm wondering if just, like, the physics and stuff were a little too difficult to emulate back then, of like having two, especially if they were gonna like hit each other. But that would be a great feature if there was. There's also been so many space-themed games. It feels like a missed opportunity to not have one like this. They do have multi-ball. Okay. How do I get it? Let me know. I need to read the rules of this, because I've just been like playing it like I did when I was a kid, but if it actually has like a rule set like a real pinball machine does, I can read that to learn. Alright, I need some more tack bumper hits. Need one more? There we go. Ah, right out the side, but you gotta kick back. yeah, this was very much a 90s kid game. But as we established earlier, we had people from 20 to 66 that were playing this, so I think it spanned a lot of generations as well. Yeah, well, my previous high score before this was like 3.7 million, and then last game we just got over 9, so I don't know if that'll be repeatable, but yes, I will keep that on screen and appreciate that high score for a long time. There's a pinball high score app called Pindigo, where it's like where I record all of my high scores on real pinball machines. And they don't have this on there, and I very much wish they did. I feel like that's an addition we need for Pindigo, your Space Cadet high score. Because that'll definitely determine what kind of pinball player you are, what your high score is on this. Yes, I did try writing out hidden tests, which I understand let you use like your mouse to control the ball, and I don't know if maybe the emulator didn't maintain that feature. My favorite machine overall. Okay. I have a few favorites, so you'll have to excuse me not just saying one. My favorites are Congo, Baywatch, Labyrinth, and Torch. So Labyrinth is my favorite modern one because I was in the Pinball Machine trailer for it. It's a new machine from Barrels of Fun, and I helped that company with some of their social media stuff. I love Labyrinth, so if you want to see me in a Pinball Machine trailer, look up the Labyrinth trailer. Other than that, Baywatch and like Congo, I love the like 90s era solid state machine, and those are just super fun. I'm a big Michael Crichton fan, so I love the theme Congo. Baywatch is just a good feeling machine, and I'm very good at it. And then as far as like old machines, Torch was like this Olympic themed one that had like a tic-tac-toe bonus element. Yes, unlocking core memories for everyone today. Thanks to everyone who's tuning in. I'm assuming a lot of you are here for the first time, so for reference, I play competitive pinball in person. I'm one of the top. I think I'm like 155 for like women pinball players because I lost my ranking when I was on my ocean expedition for the past 2 months. I am a science communicator, so I worked for 4 years for NASA, helping tell the stories of all the science on the International Space Station, and just got back from doing that on a geology-based ocean expedition in the North Atlantic. And I'm going to a pinball tournament later today at Game Preserve NASA in Houston. So, got my re-entry training passed here. Yeah, I love going to local pinball tournaments in addition to playing virtual pinball. Got my jackpot activated. Oh no! Wow, that was one of the first times it actually bounced off that center post. When it's going so fast, it just goes off of it. Thank you, Already Stranded, for always keeping posting that link in the browser when people ask about it. Yes, if you want to play it, you can find it either to play on browser or to be able to download it. I own one pinball machine, Broke VWAP. It is called Circa 1933. It is from 1970, which is a very confusing name. It's a cocktail pinball machine, so you can actually sit down and play it. I got it at Houston Arcade Expo last year. I definitely foresee myself getting more in the future. That was my first foray into buying my own one because it was like $750, which is a little bit more achievable than some that like new machines that are like $8,000 to $12,000. So, but it's been really fun. I went to a pinball repair class yesterday and been enjoying learning to actually maintain real-life pinball machines in addition to just playing in tournaments. Favorite pinball machine to play so far? So my group is Congo, Labyrinth, Torch, and Baywatch are like my ones I always say are my favorites. If you made me have to pick one, I think it would probably be Congo, just because it's a combo of a theme I like and a game I enjoy playing. As far as like just purely what I'm like good at playing though, for some reason I'm particularly good at playing Baywatch, which I mentioned earlier has an iconic, it's made by Sega, so it has Sonic in the Baywatch game and he goes surfing by, which I don't know what could be more epic. Yeah, honestly, this is another pretty good game. My previous high score before that 9 million was 3.7, so if I can beat that, I will take it. Oh, very cool. Yes, I love the space reference in your pinball picture, or in your profile picture there. Just a pinball in the brain, every P word. Okay, still in it. You have to save the drowning folks in Baywatch. Yes, in Multiball, there's a bunch of shots that are like drowning swimmers, and you have to shoot each shot to be able to save the people from drowning. So I guess if you don't win your Multiball, all those people just drown. So yeah, not the best. Where can you play this? If you scroll back up, and I don't know if you can see in chat, someone has dropped a link. Google the PC Mag article and Space Cadet. They have some great instructions on how to be able to either download or play this in your browser. And then some people have said that there's an iOS or Android version that you can check out too. Oh, Survivors Rescued. Speaking of rescuing people. That's right down the middle. Knew that. Already Stranded, thank you, is just my consistent link dropper for being able to share where you can get this. So, rotted for hours playing this. Yeah, it I think consumed a lot of our childhoods for sure. Yeah, it's funny. I think that the center post bounce only works when the ball is going particularly slow. Because when it's just like speeding down the center, it like never bounces off of it. You were the ultimate Space Cadet champion, 9th or 10th grade. Very nice. Well, you know, it's interesting. In pinball, there isn't necessarily winning a lot of the time. There's beating what's called the wizard mode. And so I don't know exactly what that is, but I did defeat the Xenomorphs in my last game, which felt like a pretty good version of that. And there's like a gravity well that you can get too. So I don't know if there is an actual necessarily beating it, but in a lot of pinball games, like once you get the wizard mode, you can still keep playing the game. But for example, in like Labyrinth, the machine I was mentioning earlier, the wizard mode is supposed to be battling Jareth from Labyrinth, or James Bond has like a 007 wizard mode, that sort of thing. I hate when people don't play with the music. It was funny, we were talking about that earlier. A number of people didn't know that there was music in it. Okay, that's my number 2 high score. So let me pause for a moment to enter my initials into my computer. I don't know if you all can see me doing that, but that was my number 2 high score. I will take that. Woohoo! I was trying to cycle the yellow circles to level up the multipliers, but I was just missing it sometimes. Awesome. Okay. I think we'll do at least one more here. And as the past trends have gone, I usually have a great game and then just an absolutely awful game. So we'll see how that goes. Any advice on nudging in real life pinball? Yeah. So if you're not familiar, you're allowed to move pinball machines in real life. Technically on the machine, I don't know if you can see here, I can like shake it like that. I don't really use it on here because I just tilt it by hitting the game like once in it. It's a good high score. Thank you very much. So in real life, you're allowed to move the machine a decent amount, and you get usually 2 warnings before the game tilts. That means like the whole thing shuts off and the flippers shut off. What I usually recommend is first, when you like get up to the machine, moving it around a little bit, and you can kind of learn how much will make it tilt. So if you ever have like practice time in a tournament, people often spend time, you know, like seeing how sensitive the machine is. And then there's side to side and like forward nudges. So trying to play on some older electromechanical and maybe solid state machines is a good starting point, because the ball won't move as fast and you're able to have a better idea of how you can move it and like how that affects the ball. Very funny. Just can't even get it going now. Still never beat high score of 11 million. Your highest is 7. That's pretty good. I mean, you have to play for a long time to get to that. So yeah, and honestly, like when I first started nudging, it makes your arms sore because pinball machines are very heavy and like you have to build up your nudging muscles and stamina. Alright. Right down the middle. Saw that one coming. Like I said, I have to have a really bad game in between my good games for some reason. This game is called 3D Pinball Space Cadet. Right down the center. And if I missed it, thank you to all the people who've sent gifts. I think I missed a rose when I was in the middle of that, so I appreciate it. It's supporting my Space Cadet pinball journey here. Bouncing around. Get under control. Okay. Where did I find this at? So I found this game. You can download it. It's on GitHub. Oh man, right down the middle. And there's a browser-based version of it. There's an app-based version that are still available. It's just basically people who really liked it and preserved the game in some capacity. Yeah, it is an iconic game. I feel like this is a generation-defining video game here. So I don't think Hidden Test works. I did try it. I don't know if that just wasn't preserved in this like version of it. I'll need to try it again when I'm off stream because I don't know if maybe like my screen capture or whatever is affecting that working. I'll have to test it out. Yeah, highly recommend going to play it and just living out your 90s kid life dreams again. / early 2000s. I feel like it was a combo of those two. Yeah, it's such a good game. I feel like they picked the perfect one to be able to put on the computer. This combined with Minesweeper, Spider Solitaire, and Solitaire was just like such a great base default game combo. You know, like I feel like everyone hated when U2 put their album on everyone's iPod. If they'd only just put Space Cadet Pinball, everyone would have been very happy. You just gotta learn what the people want. So yeah, we can take a poll again. What generation defines this game? What age are you and you played this game? Earlier when I asked this, I got everywhere from 20 to 66, but it felt like the majority of people were like 24 to 38 who like grew up playing this game. So I think it was like younger Gen X to older Gen Z played it a lot. I'm 29 for reference. Okay, we got a lot of 27, 30s. Okay. A lot of people in their like late 20s, early 30s. But yeah, see, it's a big mix. It hit a lot of people, right? Okay, 24 to 36, 21, 22, 22, 27, 33. Okay, see, it's like we got a good mix of people here and ages, but it does seem like 20s to 30s is the core demographic. So I guess like I said, older Gen Z, millennial, younger Gen X type age. Back when computers were cubes. The good old days. But yeah, like, I don't know what video game has affected people in the same way that this has like this. It was like so many people played this. I mean, I feel like we got Pokemon and we got Space Cadet, but I don't know. I didn't even play Pokemon much until like a couple years ago when I got a Switch because I was always like behind on that. Yeah, and I feel like Minesweeper just didn't hit people with the nostalgia the way that Space Cadet did. Do y'all want me to stream Minesweeper later? Like, maybe, but probably not as fun as Space Cadet. Place at your aunt's house, very nice. Yeah, this was I played it with my dad all the time when I was growing up. Oh, it's because of the sounds. Yeah, I mean, I feel like even like Spider Solitaire, the thing that people remember most is like when you won, you got, I think it was fireworks on that one, and then like when you won Solitaire, all the cards bouncing across the screen, or maybe I have those mixed up. I don't remember which was which. Yeah, I will say, when you said this is what you did for fun at your grandma's house, my game at my grandparents was, does anyone else remember Buzzy in like in the airport? Buzzy has like the series of games, this like fly who would give you like tours of different places, and he had like a safari game too, but I always played like Buzzy Explores the Airport, and it had this like luggage puzzle game. You had to like get all the luggage through to different passengers on the plane. That was my grandparents' one. Oh, OG Brick Breaker too, yeah. I loved that. Oh yeah, Putt Putt was my favorite, and funnily enough, my favorite was Putt Putt Balloonarama, which was like a Brick Breaker style Putt Putt game, with a bounced like Putt Putt's dog Pep on his back. Oh yeah, Polar Bowling, for sure. I didn't do a lot of the Santa games. A number of people have mentioned like Santa Bowling and things. Yes, Math Blaster was peak. I played tons of Math Blaster. I loved that. Pajama Sam. Any other Freddy Fish too? I liked him, but the conch shell one, it creeped me out for a little bit. No, I did not reboot Windows XP. I have the modern Windows, but you can download like an emulator offline to be able to play it and relive the good old days. I didn't play Elf Bowling. I don't know this one. I have to look it up. I did do the Avatar: The Last Airbender penguin sledding, if anyone did that. Amusement Park 1 Roller Coaster Tycoon? Oh yeah, that was epic. Loved Roller Coaster Tycoon. I even played Planet Coaster a few years ago, which was like the more modern Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'll look up Elf Bowling. Maybe I need to stream Elf Bowling and be like, never played this as a kid. Why don't you all tell me how to ace this game? I tilted a game earlier of this. I don't really use the nudging in it after that, just terrified me of just losing it. Civilization. Yeah, I didn't play that one a bunch. My uncle played Civilization, and I always watched him do it. Yeah, there's just so many classics. Snowball Fight game? Did anyone else remember Lilo and Stitch Sandwich Stacker? That was my fave too. All the browser-based ones. Oh yeah, RuneScape I played a bunch. The OG RuneScape. That and Neopets I played at the same time, which feels like a very weird combination, but I loved both of those. Ooh. I just was testing. Yes, apparently can alley pass in this game. So I'm playing this on a downloaded emulator, 3D Pinball. I should look up a PC Mag article on PC Mag Space Cadet, and you'll be able to find out instructions for it. There's also a browser-based one you can do, but it was just a little harder for me to stream. Yeah, the music is so intense. So when I got my 9 million high score, I reached the end of the soundtrack and it restarted twice while I was playing that game, and I didn't even know that was a thing. Ah, right out. Oh, thank you for sending the fire and the heart. Sorry, I missed that when I was in the middle of the ball. Thank you, Sock, for the heart. I haven't thought about this in so long. Yeah, it's a good one. I feel like everyone would like be so pumped if they brought this back in a new Windows operating system. Highest level of mission. So I defeated the Xenomorphs by my high score game. I don't know if it goes higher than that. But that was a pretty high mission. Yeah, check out the GitHub link that people have been dropping if you want to play it yourself. Thank you to the person who preserved this game and made sure we can continue to play it all these years later. Yeah, I never did World of Warcraft. I watched some gameplay of it. I don't know if anyone else is a McElroy Brothers fan, but Griffin did a playthrough. It was like a peaceful playthrough of Warcraft that I loved, but I've never actually played it myself. Yeah, I'm unlocking everyone's core memories today with this stream. And thank you to everyone who's here for the first time. I hope to do more of this, so please follow, and I'll be making some videos with it too. I don't think I've ever had this many people tune in for a live before, so thank you. So no, I haven't played the other tables. I did know that this was the only one that was default on the computer, but 3D Pinball did have other tables, and I want to download them to be able to play it because I have not. I have not played that before. But I hear there was a pirate machine too. You can tell me what any of the other ones are, but I'm not sure. Can I turn the music down? So people have really loved the music, so I have kept it at this level, but I might adjust it down a little lower on the next stream. But yeah, I know people have been jamming to the music. There's a chance I was also just too far away from the microphone, but music's fine? Okay. Okay, cool. I sometimes just lean a little farther away and I think it's a little harder to hear me. First time seeing this game as an adult. Nice. Welcome back. Music should be louder. Okay. I'll stop talking and I'll just pump up the music. There you go. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you watching my videos. I said my content is... Oh, look, we just hit the end of the soundtrack. it does restart, but... my content is a mix of science, space, and pinball, really, and with combined with some maker stuff. I have an engineering degree, so I make some 3D printing projects and things like that sometimes. Hoping to try to do some type of projects involving pinball and stuff in the future as well. Yeah, about to rank up to ensign. Need some drops. Hopefully I can get some hits there. Yeah, I used to be addicted to this game too. I mean, maybe I still am based on the fact that I'm streaming it, but... Ugh, so close! Ugh. Trying to get those lights, just going too fast. Ah, I think that's it. High score! Okay, not my highest score, but I'm, it doesn't pop up for y'all, but I'll enter my initials here. Woohoo, that was my game 3. Favorite current pinball? I said I've been telling people it's Congo, Baywatch, Labyrinth, and Torch are my favorite machines from the different eras. Labyrinth is my favorite modern one because I was in that pinball, a trailer for that pinball machine. If you look up on YouTube the trailer for Labyrinth, you'll see me playing it. Thank you to Fried Jerry and Millennial Habit, I think, for sending the roses. Super appreciate it. I think we're gonna do one more game and then I need to go eat lunch. And I've been streaming for like an hour and a half, so I'll answer a few questions real quick. How was my ocean expedition? Great. I got back on February 10th, so I've like recovered now and getting back into life. It was a really, really great experience. I was out there for 2 months straight, working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, so it was very tiring, but super rewarding. Super, super cool. All right, where did I get the game? Here, while we're paused for a minute, let me pull up the link to where you can get this game as well. PC Mag, Space Cadet is what you should just Google if you want to find it. Let's see. And also, people might be dropping the link in the chat too. People have been. Yeah, here we go. So you can play, this is if you want to just play a browser version of it. You can find it here. But I'm playing like the downloadable version. You can also find that if you find the article for it. But if you want to just do a quick play, that's the great way to do it through the browser. Play Putt-Putt Goes to the Zoo next. I used to love that game. I'm playing pinball because like pinball is my thing, and I play competitive pinball in real life as well, not just virtual. And thank you, Tay Creation, for the roses as well. Super appreciate it. So pinball is kind of my jam, but I did also love Putt-Putt, so maybe we can get some of that in there too. Yeah, I'm excited because there's actually a new pinball machine at the tournament I'm going to tonight. I say new, it's an old machine, but a new one to the location. It's like a Zaccaria game, which was a manufacturer out of, I want to say it was Italy? And it's like a robot-themed game, but it's a bit rarer one. Sorry if I'm missing some messages. I look over every once in a while and when I have a chance in the middle of the ball. Your fun's name is Zachary? Very nice. Well, look up some Zaccaria pinball machines then. Yeah, bringing back the childhoods today for everyone. Thank you to everyone who's joining me for the first time. Super appreciate it. Bringing back the pinball nostalgia for everyone today. And if you want to, I will say, if you want to talk space too, that is my other forte. So I worked at NASA for nearly 4 years for the International Space Station program, where I was helping with tell the stories of all the experiments that we conduct on the International Space Station. So this game is just a perfect combo of everything for me, like 90s kid, pinball, and space. And it's just such a good game, too. Thank you, the internet, for the roses. Super appreciate it. Never thought the day someone would play this and seen by more than 5 people. Yeah, me neither. I usually play this. I've streamed this a few times before, and it's been more like 30 people. But today it's been like over 400 people have tuned in. So incredible! Thank you to everyone. Yeah, some people earlier were saying that their high scores when they were kids were like 60 to 70 million. Those people must have played this game for hours to get that score, because that 9 million was like a 30-minute game or something. Let me know what your high scores were if you do remember, if anyone else's is that. The algorithms brought you back 3 times to my stream, this stream today, or my streams in general. Apparently they're like, no, you should watch this. Ah, right out. Today, okay. Well, thank you for stopping by 3 separate times. Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to get off because I'm like, normally I don't have this many people tuning in, but it is almost noon where I am, so food does need to happen. So yeah, if you want to see more of this in the future, please follow, and hopefully I'll bring you back again in the future. And like I said, I mentioned earlier, I'm going to the Texas Pinball Festival in a few weeks, so if any of you are actual people who play pinball in person, say hi to me if you see me at the Texas Pinball Festival, that you saw me on Space Cadet on TikTok. I'll be in the Classics tournament, so that's the older electromechanical and solid-state machines from like the 60s and 70s, and I'll be in the women's tournament on Sunday as well, and hopefully helping stream some of it on Twitch too. How long have I been playing competitive pinball? Only a few years. I started playing competitive pinball in 2022. I kind of just found out it was a thing then. Before then, I'd played a lot of virtual pinball growing up, like this, and my dad always liked it, so I'd played at my like local diner. So I really, really love the community around it. Houston, where I live, has an incredible pinball community, playing Space City Pinball. So hence why this is my first Texas Pinball Festival, but I'm very excited for it. Yes, there is a pinball festival. There's actually a number of pinball conventions, depending on where you live. There's Florida Free Play. There's Southern Fried, I think in Georgia. Chicago is the home of pinball. It's where most of pinball manufacturers are located. So there's a bunch of pinball conventions and expos and things like that up there. Got Gravity Well here. Let's see if I can not drain and get it into that. Whoa! Got extra ball. Nice. But yeah, so Texas Pinball Festival is a little bit more of like an industry show. So there's a lot of like pinball companies that'll be bringing their new pinball machines there, which is super cool. The Gravity Well drew it towards the middle. So yeah, I'm excited to be able to be there for that for my first one. Yes, this is quite a classic. Oh, is the Gravity Well still on? I didn't even notice that. It's kind of like magnets in actual physical pinball machines. I don't know if maybe that's the thing that's really hard to replicate, because people have tried to make this machine in real life, but it is particularly hard. Oh, and thank you, is it Lately Blue, for sending the roses? Sorry, I just saw that. Yeah, I need to hit the drop targets, but for some reason I just have this shot dialed in, so I'm going for it. I do own my own pinball machine. I own one. It's called Circa 1933. It was made in 1970, and it's called Circa 1933, which is kind of annoying, but it's because it has like a very cool Art Deco theme to it. So that's the one I own. It's a cocktail machine. I got it last year at the Houston Arcade Expo. It's my first one, so it's been a great start. I have seen Avenue 5. I haven't seen the new season. I saw the first season of it. I believe there was a second, which I have not watched. But you know, it's a fun show. Great aim, thank you. I guess this comes after you play this game for an hour and 40 minutes straight and get like 3 of your high scores. Yeah, and I haven't been nudging it because I don't know if it's just this version of it, but it just tilts so easily, just like one touch of the keyboard. So I haven't been trying to tilt it. Playing on your grandpa's laptop. Oh wow, I didn't even know this made it to laptops. I only ever played this, I think, on desktop when I was a kid. Whoa! I need 2 more drop targets, huh? Thanks for all the follows, for all the people who've been here for the first time. I think I've gotten over 150 people that have followed just from this stream, so thank you. Super appreciate it. Where can you play this? I have the link set up in my my keyboard, so I can paste it after this ball. But if you look up a PC Mag article, you can figure out how to download it. It's also available on GitHub, so if you just Google it, you'll be able to find it. But they have it on browser as well as downloadable. Mine I downloaded just because it's easier to stream it that way. Happy to be part of the 150. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Hopefully everyone who's following will be able to see all the future Space Cadet streams that I'm sure will be coming in the future. Right out. That's it. Okay. Not my high score, but I think this is my fifth highest score, so I'll enter that in there. All right, and with that, I'm gonna need to go grab lunch. It feels wrong to be jumping off when there's 219 of you here, but thank you so much for joining. If you want to see more of this in the future, I do hope to stream it, so be sure to follow. And if you want to check out, I have a Learning to Flip playlist over on my channel. So that's all the pinball content that I've made in the process of learning to play pinball. It also has some instructions on how to be able to, if you want to find how you like pinball tournaments in your local community, how you want to do that. So check that out. I also have some playlists with my space and ocean expedition content if you want to see all of that other stuff. And seriously, if you are going to the Texas Pinball Festival, say hi if you see me there, because I will be there in just a couple weeks. And I promised I would post the link. If you want to try playing this yourself, here's how you can play it in your browser. You'll have to Google if you want to get the downloadable version of it too, but that is where if you want to hop off this directly for some more Space Cadet Pinball, you will have to do it, I believe, on a computer. I don't think it'll work. Maybe it'll work on your phone. I'm not sure. If someone tries it, let me know. But yeah, thanks again for tuning in. Follow if you want to see some more of this. And yeah, appreciate everyone's support. Thank you for, I think Ashley Gray was the last rose that we got in, and totally agreed. This does need an app because I need this on my phone at all times. So thank you for tuning in. Super appreciate it, and hope to see you all again next time. Thanks to everyone who's followed. Appreciate it. Oh, I guess I'll just jam to the music here for a second at the end. Everyone's favorite thing. Thanks for the chilies. I appreciate it. 5 chilies to finish it off. Everyone just enjoy the music. Incredible. All right, cheat code for this game. Yes, I don't think it works on this new version, but all right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for following, and see you all next time.